We start the back nine with a relatively short par 5 at 484 yards. Quite a tight tee shot, which you sort of aim towards these stones, what you're going to see now on the left-hand side, and the ball runs down to the right. If you can get it past this sort of pinch point here at like 250, 260, you can have a crack at the green. It is quite a difficult tee shot. Anything right is lost. Left is not great either because the rough is long. The second shot is well guarded. You've got bunkers down the right-hand side. A green which is slightly elevated. You want to keep your second shot left. And if you're laying up, it's quite a difficult layup as well. So it's a tricky par 5, which you can make any score from sort of birdie to sort of double bogey quite easily. A few people have asked how they can support the channel, and this is a great way. Thanks to those that do already subscribe. Your support is very much appreciated. Toe iron off the tee, trying to find the fairway. Pushed it slightly. Not the greatest strike. Should be fine. It's just running down the right-hand side. Thought about laying up, but it's quite a tricky layup. So in the end, I decided to grab 5 wood and try and get as close to the green as possible. Again, a not very good strike. And just pushed it right. The wind's got it as well. And it's drifting. I'm hoping it's past those trees and have a shot to the green. We move on to the 11th, a 403-yard par 4, and it is a shot hole. So, going to hit 5 wood off this tee because you can run out of fairway if you go too far. We should be past these trees on the left-hand side. Don't want to get it going down that downslope because there is a water hazard at the bottom. So, we're going to try and hit to the top of the slope and leave ourselves about 150 yards in to quite a tricky guarded green. Decided to hit 5 wood and get it as close to the top of the slope as possible and leave the shorter shot in. Hit a really good one, a little bit on the left side, nice bounce forward, and should leave myself a good look and a good angle at this hole. So we've got 147 yards. I'm going in it with wedge, just coming up the semi-rough. The ball sitting up, absolutely middle of the bat. It's looking good, but it just needs to get down. It's flown to the back of the green, one bounce, and it's ended up in the light rough past the green. So decided to putt it because it's down the hill, very, very quick. Breaking outside the right, there's a ridge probably sort of 8 to 9 foot short. Just got to get it down that. I think I've hit a good putt here. It just hasn't got over the top of the brow of the hill, and it's just stopped, leaving myself an awkward par putt, but I do get a shot. This is a quick putt, breaking out the left, just outside left edge, and let the slope take the ball to the hole. Got to be careful because it could easily run a few foot past. Hit a really good putt, hoping it's gone in. It did, caught enough for the hole to drop us a 4-net free for 3 points. Par 3, the 12th hole, 155 yards. Good hole from the back tee, it plays nearly 200 yards. It's quite well guarded as well as a bunker, you can see just short of the pin. I'm going in it with 8 iron, try and land it onto the green. It's probably like 9 iron distance because it's uphill. I feel like I need the 8 iron. This is not a good swing. Again, left the blade open, pushed it to the right. It's coming down now. It's hit the slope and kicked further right. So it's going to leave an awkward little pitch onto the green. We've seen on previous holes the greens aren't very receptive. So we're going to have to land this sort of short and bounce it down. The green slope back to front. So as we look from this angle, it should kick sort of right to left towards the hole. Going to be quite quick as well. Was pleased with the contact, but when it lands, it kicks further left than I thought and will run towards the front of the green. The only positive, it does leave an uphill putt. Can't see a lot in this. Quite a slow putt, straight up the hill. Really need this to keep the sort of run going. Is a 2-point putt. Hit a really good putt here, dead centre. Good save in the end and a nice up and down on the 12th.
Too little, too late.
13 and 14 are both drivable. 13 today is 292 yards off the tee we're playing. Decided I'm going to hit an iron though to probably about here to leave myself 100 yards in. I'd rather have a pitch shot from a distance rather than a little chip shot. So decided that we're going to hit a 6 iron off the tee and try and get into position. Couldn't hit this much better. Absolutely perfect. Going to leave myself just over 100 yards in. 103 yards left. Slightly elevated green. Going to try and land it sort of front edge and just hop it up there because the pin isn't on very far. Got 54-degree wedge as well. Goes about 110, so it's just a nice smooth one with a good strike. This is a good strike. It's coming in a bit lower than I expected. It's going to land front edge. I'm hoping it doesn't spin. It doesn't. It just sort of hops forward, and I'm going to leave myself a makeable birdie putt. I haven't hit many positive putts today, so I decided to hit this a lot straighter than it actually is and try and take the bit of the break out. Unfortunately, just not a good putt there. Pushed it as well. Took the break. Disappointing 4 in the end. The 14th hole is a drivable 275-yard par 4. You can lay it back to about here if you want and leave yourself a wedge in, or you can take this bunker on, which should be carryable today. There's 2 lines of trees that protect the green as well, making the entrance quite narrow. So going to hit 5 wood at it and give it a good go, trying to get it on that green and give ourselves a chance of a birdie. Aiming at the big right-hand trees and hitting a draw is the plan. And that is not a good swing. Heel strike going left. I'm hoping it's going to sit down. It's got 1 big bounce forward, gone over the road and out of bounds. So 2-iron now. Just hitting it towards the green. Pulled it again. It's going to be left of the trees and you're hoping for a line in. Need a chip and a putt for a point. Not a good hole. How's your luck? We've got a line to the pin, so we're going to have to keep it a little bit lower than we would intend, underneath that overhanging branch, but really pleased we've got a line. Land it short and bounce it up. Played it well. Really pleased with this now, but it's just not sitting down. It's running to the back of the green, but it does leave myself a putt for a point. See, this is just outside the right, downhill, so it's a quick putt. Shouldn't have any trouble getting to the hole. Just got to keep it right. Not hit a bad putt. It just lacked a little pace and drifted off to the left. So just tapping in for a double bogey and no score on that hole, which is really disappointing. 15th dogleg to the left, hitting 2-iron as close to those left trees as possible. Hit it a bit right, but it's coming back now. Should be absolutely perfect. Again, not a great strike, but should leave myself a relatively easy second shot. Second shot is uphill, 96 yards, going in it at it with 54-degree wedge. Pins on the left-hand side. They go right at this, got a shot on the hole. This is really good. It's all over the pin. Just come up a fraction short, but we'll give myself a little putt for birdie and potentially 4 points. So I'm seeing this just outside left, up the hill, quite a slow putt. Need to hit it to the hole with a bit of pace, just keep it on line. Just started it too far left. It's not really breaking until after the hole. Disappointing putt, but it is a 4 for 3 points, and I'm pleased to get 3 points on that hole and try and make the score a little bit more respectable. The 16th is a 300-yard par 4. You've got to be careful because anything left will run into those trees and potentially lose your ball. So I'm going to hit an iron short of these bunkers now, and that leaves yourself a sort of a semi-blind second shot into quite a guarded green. Everything kicks down from the right-hand side. A good opportunity for birdie, though, if you hit a decent tee shot. 2-iron again for position. Literally almost full top tip. It's running down the fairway. It's not too bad in the end, actually. Not a bad layup. So we got a little bit further than we'd want. We've got 123 yards. Can't see the pin. It's over the middle of that rock you can see now, just to the left of me. Decided to hit a smooth wedge. Just keep it right and just let it bounce down towards the pin. It's not a big one. It's just a nice smooth shot. Just didn't think I'd get there with 54, so decided to hit a little bit more club. Played it really nicely. The line's good. Maybe a fraction right, but it should bounce down. And it does. Yes, it's not a bad shot. A fraction short, but gives myself a good look at birdie. So seeing this just outside left, but not a lot, or a long way outside left. Sort of maybe even left edge. This wasn't a good putt, though. It broke way more than I thought, and I pushed it. It's just going to drift now, sort of leaving myself an awkward 3.5 foot putt left for par. Trying to be nice and positive with this one. No breaking it whatsoever. Decent stroke, middle of the hole, get onto the 17th. Drop my marker there, pick the marker up. Didn't even take a practice stroke, not sure why. But knocked in the middle of the hole. Par on the 16th. 17th is a 360-yard par 4. You actually have to hit your tee shot further left than it actually looks. There's a marker pole about now, but you ideally want to hit it over that massive tree because the fairway does actually dogleg more than it looks. If you hit a decent drive, it's all downhill and it runs down the slope. So just going to hit 5 wood and try and get it as close to the green as possible. So left of that post, you can see, absolutely perfect this one. Should land in the middle of the fairway and should leave myself a relatively short second shot into the par 4. Decided to chip it with a claw grip rather than pitch it. I did actually think about putting it out the right and letting the slope do the rest, but decided to be brave and grab lots of loft. Thought I played it quite nicely. It's got no check on it whatsoever. It's gathered pace, it's gone past the pin and ran towards the back of the green, leaving myself a lengthy birdie putt. Remember, if you're liking these videos, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment below, all comments are answered, and also, as ever, thanks for watching. Back to the golf. So I'm seeing this putt outside my left, probably a good sort of 2 cups, and just let it move towards the hole. Push the putt, never started it far enough left. It's taking the slope now. Probably one of the worst putts I've hit for a while, and there has been quite a lot of bad putts, so that says something. I've read this putt as left centre. Again, it will try and drift to the right if it lacks any pace. Hit an okay putt, gone in right side. Good save in the end, another 2 points. So the 18th and final hole is 418 yard par 4. Not my favourite hole on the golf course, I'm not going to lie. You hit your drive just to the left of these bunkers you can see, and it should run down now. There's sort of like a bit of a fast lane down here, and if you get it down and over the hill, you'll have a relatively short shot, but it is a tricky tee shot. There is also longest drive here, and as I've got nothing to lose, I've hit my 5-wood and tried to hook it. Turned it over a little bit too much. I thought my ball was going to be okay because I saw it bounce, it hit the slope. We all thought it was okay, but unfortunately, a disappointing end to a disappointing round, which was enjoyable nonetheless. Thanks for watching.